Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the free-to-play account on the test server. We're checking out the Bountiful Trials of Scarlet. That is right, guys, the brand new light bearer hero. Seems like she is a glass cannon. She is very strong when it comes to the damage, but ultimately you are going to have some crowd control to really protect her, as well as some support to keep her alive. Make sure you guys do these guild trials. Now, the guild trials do offer additional diamonds. You get diamonds for doing it the first time, and then you also do get additional diamonds when the second stage begins as well. So again, make sure you're doing those to pick up your diamonds out of there. Now, looking at the team comps that we have in here, Scarlet is dropping to the bottom left. We're going to run Titus, and we're going to run Iran. So again, a little bit of damage in there. We're running Lorzin with Zafriel, so a very interesting combination. Most of the time when Lilith runs these combinations, they're not really what I would see within meta comps. You can see here Scarlet has a massive AoE ability right there, which puts out a significant amount of damage, even eclipsing Zafriel's damage within that fight, making her very powerful. Like I said, we tested her out. We used the trial version of her. Really was kind of broken. This one running the exact same formation. Again, she does look at that AoE, guys. It is massive. And then, of course, the ultimate ability is going to drop 20 of those little demonic fires that fall from the sky, 1.4 million. So not as much damage there. But it's going to be interesting to see. I think she's going to be really prevalent when it comes to the Twisted Realm. I think at a couple bosses, the Dark Namora boss. Again, we have to see how she looks on the global server. So this formation is going to focus on Inoki. Then we're going to have Granite. Granite, of course, is going to be able to stun right off the bat. We have Rose that is going to follow her. Super Psycho with Leica, Energy, and Haste right off the bat. Meaning she is going to increase a lot of the damage there. And very early, her energy is filled super fast, which is kind of crazy. I can see artifacts behind her. 5.14 million damage on that one. Stacking some artifacts behind her, putting Rose in there. Also putting Hendrik. Hendrik is going to be a very strong carry with her as well. That way, if she does take fatal damage, because she doesn't have very much mitigation, the fatal damage is going to be offset with Hendrik blocking her. I also think getting Hendrik to that plus 60 signature item is going to make a big difference, because he's going to have the immunity in there, allowing him to survive and also allowing Scarlet to survive. Scarlet Rose combination, again, seems like it's going to be a really strong combination. Now, the other combination that I like in here is this next team is running Zolrath with her. So Zolrath, we know it's going to be a delay when they come into the battlefield. Lucius, I'm not sure he's going to have enough survivability within there. Nemitsu, solid for the haste. And then we're running Peggy in here, which again, these are a lot of combinations that you normally would not see. And I don't know why Lilith always puts these formations within the trial. I wish they'd use, the legitimate team comps that a lot of players do utilize within AFK Arena. Most people don't have, heroes like Peggy completely maxed out. But here it even looks like Peggy's doing a ton of damage, which we know when you start getting into level deficiencies is not really the case. She's kind of a little disappointing. Overall, last formation, the exact same. So Nemitsu's actually going to buff up Scarlet with haste, giving her the ability to attack faster. Again, this might be a pretty strong combination, but if you've seen there, the haste actually went on Zolrath. So interesting enough, the combination of Zolrath, but there is the ultimate ability, guys. The effects that she has in here are absolutely amazing. Honestly, very cool to see the AoE effects that she brings. Zolrath finishes that one out for us, and I think it's going to be, well, almost 2 million damage there. So overall, guys, that is the Arena of Trials. We will pick up our last treasure chest here. I'm going to go through the skills and abilities if you want to stick around through the rest of the video. We did cover it a little bit ago, but ultimately looking at Scarlet and her build, again, it seems like she is doing a considerable amount of damage, especially with this AoE. Unleashes 12 dark energy onto the battlefield. Now with the signature item, we know that 12 dark energy increases by 8, meaning that it is going to be a total of 20 dark energy. Each attack strikes a random enemy target for 190% damage, Level 2 goes to 230% damage. Has a chance to strike allies, so you could additionally do damage to allies. Now, the big thing is struck enemies are cursed with one layer of the dark Miasa, which the pronunciation again here, which lasts up to 5 seconds, can stack up to 5 times. The skill has a 20% chance to strike ally targets, which it goes down to 5% when you get to level 3. So this is going to add stacks of kind of the dark corruption on there. If an enemy target is cursed by 5 layers of the dark corruption, they enter a state of shaded corruption, causing them to be unable to move or use skills. Now remember, guys, she is raining down 20 of these. Every target that is struck is going to be hit with 1 layer. This only requires 5 layers to go ahead and use these. Duration of the dark matter is increased to 7 seconds. So they are going to be cursed with multiple ones. So if she ults when you have 2 or 3 heroes left, every single target is going to hit those dispersed among the heroes. This is where a lot of players have said when it comes to the boss comps, she could be really strong because every single ult, so all 20 of the dark matter that is falling is going to hit a 1 single target, which is going to be interesting when it comes to the Abyssal Expedition, the Twisted Realm, and also the Hunting Fields. She might be a game changer for the Light Bearers. Arcane Absorption, she leeches 10% of the max health from all targets. That is right, guys. It is not just 1 single target, it is all targets. The leech value cannot exceed 600% of the attack rating. She also recovers energy. This is where her really big energy recovery comes in. Leech enemies from an allied target dispels the majority of debuffs. She recovers an additional 60 energy. That is how she ults that fast, especially if you're putting a hero like Rowan, where he's going to have an energy potion, an artifact that is going to give her additional energy, or Rose that is going to allow her to actually ult multiple times. So there's a possibility with Dark Rage that she could cast this. Rose gives her a second ult. A second later, she casts it again. So you could have 40 bolts coming down, which again is kind of crazy because then you start stacking these. And I could see it with the twins or even a couple different comps where she could lock down entire teams, similar to what we see with Mihira, just because the enemies cannot move and her ulting super fast. Again, have to wait till she's up on the global servers to see exactly how it's going to work. Then, of course, her passive. Anytime the target on the battlefield has less than 15% health, Dark Aura is manifested underneath the most densely concentrated area. That was a really big AoE we seen. Teleported over there, and then they blow up, doing a amount of damage that's kind of on par with what Sophia does. A ton with the Falling Sun ability that Sophia does. 820% damage. Now, it can be triggered every 15 seconds. 920 damage there. And if they're struck, the energy recovery is nerfed. Very powerful. But then you couple it with the signature item. Residual dark energy surrounds enemies that are struck by Scarlet's ultimate skill, which again is raining 20 times, which randomly explodes within a span of 8 seconds. So now you have 20 rains. You have it doing more damage. You have it over 8 seconds exploding, doing additional damage. Damage is increased. Boom, energy surrounded by the dark energy are prematurely blown up. Then every time they blow up, an additional 4% of health is dealt to targets. Now they are AoE bombs, which is going to be super strong, guys. Kind of crazy to see her build. But guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. That is the Bountiful Trials of Scarlet. And as always, thank you guys for watching.